Welcome back to Chapters Create Character. I'm Legend Moore, and I will be reading Chapter 15 of A Whale of the Wild. Enjoy the video!
Chapter 15, Land's End. The ocean is still by the time the sun rises. A night of fighting the giant waves has dragged us away from Land's End to the very edge of the sheer underwater drop that marks the beginning of the open ocean. No light can reach the base of this cliff. No orca knows the creatures who dwell in the blue wilderness. All the monsters in our stories come from there. Do not pass the great cliff and cross into the open ocean. Great Mother would warn us season after season. No orca goes into the wild. No orca who goes into the wild ever comes home. This way, I say to Deneb, turning us away from danger. He does not argue. All three of us hurry back to the sunlit plains along the coast. We sleep at last. Deneb bobbing on one side of me and the stranger on the other. The pull gives way to the push, and the sun warms the water. I have never been so weary or dozed for so long. My muscles relax. My many nicks and cuts bleed and then mend, making a whole piece of my skin. All through my dozing, I keep a flipper on Deneb so he does not stray. With every breath, I listen for my mother's voice, because Mother should be here when Great Mother said we must go. But all I can hear is the faint pop and crackle of fish along the way, and the long, steady whoosh, swoosh of the waves on the shore. I shake off sleep and search for my mother, for my family, with my click stream. Great Mother said she would bring the family here, but I do not see them anywhere. My heart sinks. The Sailor She is a tiny cove compared to the whole ocean. How will I ever find you? I say out loud. Deneb murmurs, bumps up against me, sighs, and goes back to sleep. I stroke his back and watch over him. Wherever my family has gone, I know one thing for certain. They will never stop looking for me. The sun climbs the sky. Everywhere I look, the coastline is a jumble. Trees lean at wrong angles or lie flat on the ground. Boats are broken on the rocks. Small fish that are usually tucked into little crevices of rock circle in the open. Bottom dwellers swim in the pale green sunlit waters, waiting for the muck and sand to settle. The big whales and porpoises that made the sprint to the ocean with us are long gone. I double back. I check for my family again, and with each empty echo that returns to me, I feel a pulse of guilt. I left them in the saddest moment of our lives. Deneb finally wakes up. Where's Mother? I cannot bring myself to say, I do not know. Mother never said it. Certainly not Grandmother. Great Mother. A wayfinder should know, where's Great Mother? Where's Uncle Wriggle? Deneb goes through every name in our kinship. I count breaths, slowly, as I've seen my mother do many times before. We will just have to wait for the next water to clear. Why did I say that? Our family could be taken anywhere. Clear water is not going to make them appear. Okay, Deneb says cheerfully. He nudges the stranger, who opens his sleeping eye. We're looking for our family, Deneb says. Are you looking for yours? The stranger grunts and lifts his head out of the water. Where's your mother? Deneb goes on, hopping up beside him. And your great mother. You won't last long without them. He says with a confidence, my heart aches. It is all my fault. I stole Capel's body. I only thought of my own feelings. And little Deneb, only 20 seasons old, came to find me. It is my fault we are lost. The stranger swims toward the island and the dozing seals on the rocky shore. A mother seal basks the sun beside her baby. I feel a pang of envy. Who will shelter me now? Nobody. I look at Deneb. I am only 24 seasons older, but he is mine to feed and protect now. I'm all the mother he has. Uncle Wriggle said Vega and I would find each other. And we did. I bet your sister is already looking for you. You have to trust your sister, Uncle Wriggle says. She could be just around the next island. Vega knows what to do. I count breaths again, to hold back to the panic. They cannot be far. I lift my head above the skin of the sea and circle slowly. There are no net boats in sight, not one. The big thing carriers are gone. Plumes of smoke swirl up from the shore. I strive to be as serene as my mother would be. I turn coldward. Shape my clickstream for maximum distance and send it out. A pulse of sound, and then another. As I wait for the echoes to come back, Deneb is still chatting at the silent stranger. Which way do you think your mother would go? He says. Are you hungry? Are there fish? Are there salmon? I began to appreciate how often my family divided up Deneb's questions so nobody had to answer them all. How do you suppose they're still back there? Deneb asks. He looks into the passage where a thing carrier has its nose pointing down and its tail end in the air. We have to leave the Salish Sea, I say. The blood of boats is poison to us. But what if our family is back there? Deneb says, and all that broken everything. We have to find them. No, I say firmly, trying my best to sound like a true wayfinder. The sour taste of boat blood will come. Our eyes will sting and grow blurry. Poison is spreading in our home waters, and boats are going upside down, and whole cliff sides and trees are falling in. We have to go. I face the ocean. It spreads before us, big as the sky.